You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. How you doing?
I'm doing good. We just did some recording of some commercials.
Yes, we did.
I get the greatest feedback from our producer, Charlie.
You know, it's amazing to have a producer who cares as much as Charlie does about the content of our program. And boy, he really does. He does a great job. In fact, we started doing these 2-minute business talks. We call them positive business talk, right? Just little biz tips every day,
right?
Video biz tips. Well, I got some good footage for today's.
You did?
While you were doing your commercial, reading the commercial and getting it right, and Charlie was giving you feedback.
You recorded all that?
I did.
You can't probably use it. It probably doesn't have great.
Oh, I'm sure.
No,
it's probably not.
Probably can't be
new.
used.
Yeah.
All the flubs, all the starts overs and the redos.
Check it out at about 1:30 this afternoon, folks. It will go
people
out
are going
on
to
our
be
Facebook
busy.
page.
At 1:30 this afternoon, there's going to be the Blue Angels are going to be in the sky. Everybody should be outside.
Sharknado. Did you hear about that? Sharknado.
Again?
Sharknado 3.
Again?
Yeah.
More?
Yesterday.
Good. What'd you find out?
Huge ratings hit. These guys have a hit on their hands. It's the dumbest thing on the planet.
No. Oh, no.
It's pretty close.
No.
Sharks in a tornado formation falling from the sky. That's pretty dumb.
Well, they're not falling from the sky.
They are.
They're not.
No, this is not pelicans picking them up and dropping them because they got stunned.
Where do you think the sharks are before they fall?
In the sky. I'm telling you, Sharknado. You need to listen. You need to watch the show. Anyways, what a phenomenon. The network is just going crazy.
You are fascinated.
I am fascinated because it's the dumbest thing. People just like kind of zone in, just like, I must watch.
That is Eric. He watches. He pays attention to some of the goofiest things sometimes. I'm thinking, really?
I haven't watched the show.
Oh. Then how? Then what are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about the phenomenon that is the show.
Oh. But you don't watch the show?
Never seen the show. I don't get the channel.
Really?
No. Yes, really.
Oh, okay. I don't watch it either. Actually, I'm not a big TV watcher, which is really unusual, I know, in our industry. But I am never home to watch TV. And so all the programs and things that are going on, I catch the highlights. Thank goodness for the internet, right? Everybody posts their little videos, their little clips, all their commentary. It's like the Cliff Notes. It's like the Cliff Notes for everything.
Right.
Politics, television, weather. Who needs to watch like the whole program? Even our little 30-second or our little quick little videos in the afternoon. It's like the Cliff Notes of the Experience Pros radio show. We are an ADD society, are we not?
We really
We're like,
are.
I don't have time to sit down and watch a whole thing. Just make it snappy.
That's it.
Just give me the headline.
Speaking of snappy and the headlines, for those of our friends who are in Jacksonville, Florida, or frankly, anybody in Florida, if you know people in Florida, you must beware the spitting armadillos.
Excuse me.
What's the plural for armadillo? Is it armadillos? Is it armadilli?
Armadilloxin.
In the woods.
The woodsin. The foxin. The meeson. Armameson.
This is Angel's impression of Brian Regan, one of the funniest human beings on the planet, and I love it. No, Jacksonville, Florida, Dateline yesterday, 9 people in Florida have been diagnosed with leprosy.
Armadillo?
Right? And several of them.
They're close enough to an armadillo that it can spit on them?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Apparently not.
And it causes leprosy?
Yeah.
What, are we in biblical times?
I don't know, but we've always been in biblical times.
But that's just not something you hear about anymore.
Yeah.
Leprosy. I read about it in the Bible.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's the only time I hear about it.
2011 study found that armadillos now naturally harbor the bacteria that is Mycobacterium leprae that causes leprosy.
Have you ever known anybody to have? Or
actually, I met one person who survived leprosy. Did not have it at the time, but had horrible scarring because of it.
Wow. Yeah. Nerve damage, muscle weakness, permanent disabilities.
Right.
See, thought to be a relic of the past. See, that was me.
Thought to be.
Thought to be.
No.
Yes, that's what I thought.
It affects 2 million people a year around the world, mostly in Africa and South Asia. But here,
Texas
most common,
and Louisiana.
Where they have armadilli yaks.
Armadilli.
Yeah.
Armadillus.
Right.
Oxen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but they spit. Okay, how did they get it? They spit on you? They spit on you? You're close enough to be spit on?
Yeah, if they feel endangered or threatened, they will hock a loog.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's their defense, is they spit on you.
Yeah. You know, you think they just
I don't
roll
think
up
we
and wait
spit
till
on
you
people
leave.
enough. Yeah.
You don't think we spit on people enough? You heard it here first. Dang, I want that to be the video.
I don't think I've ever seen an animal spit. Like
that little segment might actually make it to the video today.
Please don't. I don't think I've ever seen an animal like spit.
Oh, well then you obviously haven't been too close to the llamas or the alpacas.
Okay, so they like chew their cud.
Or the uh-oh.
Or the camels.
What day is it?
Okay, so I know that they spit, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I have not been close enough to be the recipient.
All right. Well, this is very serious. This is very scary, actually.
It really is. So, folks, if you know people in Florida, please tell them stop chasing the armadillo.
It's treatable by antibiotics.
Yeah.
And as much as 95% of the adult population is unable to contract the disease.
Well, that's very good. It's all good and well.
But but here's the thing. They say that they spit at those threatening them, like someone trapping them in a cage. So it's people that are trapping the armadillos in a cage.
They're trying to chase them. Armadillos make great bowling balls, and you try to chase them.
Take it home as a pet.
Right. Yeah. So you got to be careful. Just stop chasing the armadillo. All right, and then we'll be fine.
Well, here's how scary. It's a slow-growing bacteria. It may not render symptoms for 4 years. So were you spit on by an armadillo 4 years ago?
You should call your health
4 years provider. 4 years it takes.
Yeah. Hey, listen, when we come back, we're going to get off the subject of armadillos because it is a true story and you got to be careful of them spitting on you. But we are going to go into the business side of the Positive Business Talk Show, the Experience Pros Radio
But remember that Eric wanted to talk about the armadillos, and now he's decided, okay, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
The first 5, we get to do whatever we want, and we did. But when we come back, we're going to talk to you about how to supercharge your social media with surveys.
Survey says.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your business is growing, but your computers are slowing. We can fix that. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we can help you take on the challenges of your growing business by helping you get the most out of your systems through availability managed services. We provide reliable protection with 24/7 system monitoring. Check us out at c2cc.net or call us at 303-933-1113. That's C-Squared Computer Consulting at c2cc.net.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
One of the most important tools in your business is your phone, and you can't afford dropped calls. You can afford Edgetronics. They get your phone system to work for you, not against you. As a certified veteran-owned business, they'll serve your business with honor, and they guarantee you'll always be able to reach them. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Give your phone some love, and you'll love the outcome. You can't afford intermittent service or static phone lines. lines, you can afford Edgetronics. 303-766-1699 or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at door.state.co.us.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Do you know your audience on the social media venues that you're talking to and with and using?
Well, I think you know the audience you're trying to attract and the audience you want to speak to.
All right.
You can't always control exactly who is following you and connected with you, but I know you know who you're trying to talk to.
All right. So do you know, let's break it down to, do you know who your target market is? And if you do, do you know the
Muffin Man?
And no, do you know what they like, dislike? Do they know what they need, they want, they fear? Do you know what their challenges are? I mean, I'm not just asking a superficial question here. I'm getting right down to the real nitty gritty. Do you know your target market?
And I think that for many people, they're afraid to identify their target market. They're afraid that if they identify a niche market, that they are turning away potential business. And that's not at all what we're talking about. And that's not at all what we would ever want to do to you, is have you turn away business. However, once you understand who your ideal client is, it actually helps you in multiple ways. It helps you with your marketing, your language, who you're talking, so you're speaking their language. If you're marketing to everybody, you end up marketing to nobody, right? Because nobody can identify with you. When you know exactly who your target audience is, think about what your website looks like. Think about the features that your website has. Think about the places that you will network or advertise and promote your company.
Right.
Everything, how your product is handled. Think about, if it's for children, it's obviously going to have different font and color schemes and packaging than it is for women, that it is for senior citizens, right? It changes. And so it actually helps you to offer a better product, a better service when you have your ideal client. Now, that doesn't mean that you won't sell to somebody outside your target market, that somebody else isn't going to see it, or that they can't become a referral partner for you. But it just helps you hone in on actually being really more of an expert.
Well, it really does. And, something Curtis Lucy said yesterday as we were talking about appreciation marketing, he said it in the radio show, he also said it in the seminar that he presented, was he was talking about perceived indifference. Right. And he says, well, perceived indifference is basically sending the message that you don't care.
And we do care.
And we do. So,
But if you don't talk very specifically to that ideal target,
right.
you actually do come across as you don't care.
It seems like you don't care, or you don't know me. So let's talk a little bit about the value of online surveys and how you should know your audience. First of all, benefits of knowing your audience. You know how to focus your marketing. You know how to break through to the barrier and hit the challenges and fears that they've got. You can speak their language. You talked about your kids. We speak a different language that we do for seniors. You can have empathy for where they're at in their station of life, and they can you can position yourself as being the go-to source, or being the type of person who can answer and help in that kind of a scenario, right?
Right.
All right. So surveys, we've always thought, and I've been on the record saying that surveys only answer the questions that you ask, right?
Sure. Yes, absolutely. And so a lot of times this is kind of the downside to doing surveys. Are they really helpful? Because are you even asking the kind of questions that will be helpful to helping you grow and connect and communicate with your clients? But too often the question we ask is, will you refer us? Did you like us? Were you satisfied?
Yeah. Yes. And no.
Would you refer us? And okay, if they say no, and so now you just know they're not referring you. But people aren't really going to be honest and say, no, I would not refer you, unless they're really angry.
Right.
Just because they say yes, that I would refer, doesn't mean that they are referring.
Get some valuable information from them. Whether or not they will or will not refer you is really not the question you should be asking in the first place. But how about this? What type of business are you in? Are you in business for yourself, or do you work for a company? How do you spend your time online? What blogs do you read most often? Things like that.
Yeah, that gives you information for what your customers are doing, where they're looking. Again, if they're spending all their time on Pinterest, well, maybe you'd want to make sure your brand is present on Pinterest.
On that too. How about this? Here's a couple of great questions. Because my attitude towards surveys has changed a little bit over the years, and I think these are some of the beneficial questions you can ask. What frustrates you most about the plumbing industry? You insert your niche at the end of that. What frustrates you the most? What are your main goals for this industry? What type of training would support you in insert your niche, right?
Sure. What have you tried so far that hasn't worked for you? What have you tried that has worked for you? Thinking about the questions that you are actually, sitting around your boardroom asking of improving your own product and service. But when we get in front of our customers, we forget to talk to them like actual human beings.
Right.
They're a customer. They're going to buy from us. So everything I ask them has to be about, putting in the mindset to get them to buy from me again today. Remember, we grow by referrals, and your referral is the greatest compliment I could ever get. And we freak out and we paralyze ourselves. But actually going back to, what are the things that do help you? What are the things you're looking for? What are the things you've tried?
And finally, this question here that caught my attention. If you could have one question answered about marketing your business, or whatever your niche is, the thing that you solve, or the area of expertise that you bring to the table, if you could have one question answered about this, what would it be? Open-ended questions. And by the way, the shorter the survey, the more question or answers you're going to get. So keep it short, get usable information, know your audience.
Did you say the shorter the survey, the more answers you're going to get?
That's correct.
How do you get a lot of answers if you ask a short survey?
More people will respond.
Oh, more responses.
Yes.
From people.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Like, you're only asking 2 questions. How can you get a lot of answers?
Well, I'd like to tell you about this, and I'd like to tell you about this.
They're not going to give you any more answers than questions you ask.
No,
Sorry.
More people will play.
Got it.
Most people look at a survey and just walk away anyways. So you'll get greater response by
asking fewer questions.
There you go.
Got it.
All right.
Got it.
Now that we solved that, thanks to Social Media Examiner for their input on this as well. We appreciate them. Folks, don't go anywhere. We come back. Business tips and insights coming next on the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Bumper Dock Denver is now open for bumper repair, windshield chip repair, paintless dent, ding, and auto body repair, and they're upfront and honest about prices, usually posted in the lobby. As your car's cosmetic surgeon, Bumper Dock Denver also does headlight restoration, interior repair, detailing, paint touch-up, and wheel repair, all at fair prices and usually in a day or less. If your car gets injured, just call the doc. Bumper Dock Denver, 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292. Online at bumperdockdenver.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
I'll never forget
that moment.
As long as I live.
My first call ever as a member of the National Guard.
When we got to the armory, they briefed us on the wildfires. They were getting dangerously close to homes.
Helicopters were going out to drop water on the fires.
Guys in the unit were preparing for firefighting with local fire crews.
At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Time for business tips and insights.
Business tips and insights brought to you by our friends over at Extreme Relationship Management. Tony Rayburn is on the line. Hello, Tony.
Hello, team. How are you guys today?
Tony, we're fan-flipping-tastic, man. It's been a great day so far, and I'm sure that whatever you're going to roll out is going to make it even better.
It is. Today we're going to talk about networking law number 139.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy that we're that high?
Yes.
So 139 is about taking pictures and posting on social media.
Oh, what are you going to have to say about this? I'm
So
listening.
when you're at a networking event, and a lot of times we get either trained or we just like to go like on Facebook or some other social media, and we want to say that we're with. I'm at this great networking event. I'm at this great event with Angel and Eric, right?
Right.
And so we don't think twice about it. As a matter of fact, we think we're doing them a favor.
Sure, yeah, because we're putting their brand out there.
Absolutely. But there are instances when you may not want to do that. For instance, some people may not want their full-time employer knowing that they're at a networking event.
Oh, you know what? I never think of them having a job outside of what they're talking about at the networking event.
Exactly. And then there's other instances, unfortunately, in the world we live in, some people have protection orders where they're trying to stay out of the public eye, but maybe they're trying to build another stream of income for themselves or their family. So here's what you need to do. Make sure that before you post somebody's name or picture, where they're in the picture, let's say, is just simply go demonstrate professionalism and ask permission to do it.
That is a nice courtesy.
Yep.
And I've had people that have come up and here's the thing too. I've actually had people, and I've done this myself, when I know that maybe supposedly I'm already told somebody I'm on the other side of town, or I really don't want people to know that I'm at something in particular for whatever reason. I have asked people, could you just not tag me and not post me in the picture? And they're always very courteous. And I do think that if you definitely know that there are people out there that are social media junkies,
right?
You should, because I know certain people that would just automatically tag me all the time, and I know that about them because I get tagged all the time.
Sure.
And so and so it kind of goes both ways. If you definitely don't want to be tagged, you should share that. But I do think it's just a courtesy to say, hey, is that all right if I include you in my post?
Right. That's just showing you have a higher degree of professionalism than some of the others might have in the room.
So Tony, did I tag you sometime and I inappropriately?
No. You have been golden. Okay. Now, Eric, on the other hand,
I touched Tony inappropriately.
Hey, now.
I do.
That's absolutely not. Eric has a 2-foot boundary.
Yes, because he spits,
Hey, careful now. I'm not an armadillo. All right, Tony, tell our listeners, please, where they can get all 139, there's actually 144, of these networking laws and get trained by the pros.
Absolutely. People can find out more at extremerelationshipmanagement.com, or they can call us nationwide toll-free at 855-I-LIKE-ERM.
They are nationwide. They're taking the country by storm. If you've ever said to yourself, I've tried that networking thing and it didn't work, you haven't been trained by the professionals at Extreme Relationship Management. It truly is revolutionary. It will change. It will make your networking more effective. Tony, we love the business tips every week. Thanks for the call.
You bet. Have a great day, team.
You bet. From one network to a different type of network. We're talking about your computer networking. We're going to talk to Chris Kaiser from C-Square Computer Consulting. They're good folks over there. Chris, welcome to the show.
Well, and I'm wondering what kind of boundary I need.
We ran the story about spitting armadillos. Apparently, armadillos are spitting at people in Florida, and 4 years later, they're getting sick with leprosy.
4 years later.
Leprosy.
4 years later.
That's a heck of a shelf life from a little
right.
cockadooey.
Yeah, you don't need to play bocce ball that bad.
I'm going to use my golf clubs from now on.
Okay. All right. Chris, what are we talking about, brother? See if you can recover from that.
I'm kind of curious to see what people use. So do you have iPhones?
Yes.
Yes.
How do you protect them? What kind of, the physical case, what kind of cases do you have?
I got this. I have the iPhone 6 Plus, which is the super widescreen, right?
Right. Yep.
So
the movie theater one.
It is the
yes.
Yeah.
You can see it from space.
So I use a crane to draw it out of my pocket from time to time.
You have long arms though, so you can just put it out there and watch.
I'm telling you what, man. Frankly,
I have a littler one.
Yeah, she's got the 6. I love my phone. However, I love Angel's more. I should have gone back that way. I use a clear, kind of like a rubber gasket kind of a thing around the phone, so it's still slim the way it was intended to be. But I have a sheet of glass.
But they're all kinds. But is yours rugged? Is it just?
It's not rugged like an OtterBox, like you would think.
Okay.
But I almost never drop my phone. ... But I do have a sheet of glass that it's not a plastic film. It's a sheet of glass that bonds to the screen. And that has been a structural boost to whenever I do drop the phone, the glass will break before the screen will.
And you've almost tested that.
The glass might be chipped a couple of times.
Yeah, my daughter actually had that instance where she dropped her phone and the screen protector actually broke. The glass on that broke first.
It's amazing. And I see it all, I mean, it's not just kids, it's adults, but, I see it a lot with parents.
Yeah. Yeah, Angel's phone has a pretty little pink skirt.
It has a dress.
A dress.
A little dress.
Yeah.
It's as cute as you are.
Oh, well.
Aww.
That's very sweet. It's handy. Mine is practical. It serves as like a little purse because I've got little pockets in there.
Yeah.
It's got a little strap and
cards.
Yeah, so it serves like a little purse. And I often find myself walking into a networking event or another, grocery store, anything, and just grabbing like my little phone purse. But it does have a screen protector on it too.
Do you have a phone purse, Chris?
Amazing. I do not have a phone purse. I do not have a man bag.
A phone purse?
But I do have a nice look. I love the OtterBox cases.
Yeah,
Those
they're great.
Are really, and for rugged environments, you just, think about what you have. I mean, I've seen too many people get their kids a phone and then they don't, they just get the phone and hand it off, and then next thing you know, it comes back and it's cracked and everyone's freaking out.
Right.
When you get the phone, whether you get it at the store or somewhere, order online, get a case,
please.
Something. And there's so many types and styles. There's some that light up through the cover. There's some that have the covers that look like little books, like you said, the little purse thing, the rugged ones, the simple ones. But I can't tell you how many times I've seen that come in handy. And so, I'm curious to hear what people like and don't like. I like the OtterBox ones, but there's lots out there.
Yeah, there really are lots out there, and you owe it to yourself to get something that's rated well. Do a little background on the case itself, the review check. That's a great deal. Chris, you've got kids, right? You got a whole herd over there.
Exactly, and so we've got cases galore.
Broken screens ever?
It's happened.
Yeah, right. This is a voice. I thought I sensed the voice of experience.
There were tears. Yes.
Yeah, there were tears.
And the kids too.
Chris, you're always looking out for the best interests of our clients.
Always protecting everything. When it comes to technology these days, we absolutely cannot survive. We can't leave home without it. Everything we do, we are now tied to technology, which is why we need friends in the technology industry like C-Squared Computer Consulting. Chris, how do our listeners get in touch with you?
You can give us a call at 303-933-1113. You can see us at c2cc.net or check us out at facebook.com/C2IT.
Fantastic.
You are so much fun on the radio, Chris. We need to get you back in the studio soon.
I am there.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
You guys have a wonderful day.
We certainly will. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got Dave Kramer, All Pro Web Tools, going to talk a little bit about what it takes to be an effective manager. That's right. Coming next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
John Rush during the afternoon rush today at 3 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. We know a thing or two about all-star rock stars and the shining stars up in Fort Collins.
Dave Kramer is on the line. He's the founder of All Pro Web Tools. It's an all-in-one toolkit for small business. Yes, this is going to transform the way that you keep in touch with your clients and keep in touch with your staff as well. It's transformed our business. Many companies within the Experience Pros network. He is kind of a brilliant genius, and they're helping small business all across America exceed their goals and reduce stress. Dave Kramer, welcome to the Experience Pros radio show.
Hey guys.
Hey Dave, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great.
Listen, you have so many things going with your software that you are developing, with the projects that you're working on for all your different clients. Amazing things happening. How do you find balance as a manager and an inventor and an entrepreneur? You say that it's possible that you can actually find balance. Yes? How's it true?
Having a process, thinking things through, planning ahead, and then following through on those is very, very important.
All that stuff.
We talked to, of course, small business owners, especially those startup years, those first, 3 to 5 years, where it seems like everything we're doing, it's all work, and we're thinking about work, and it's all work, and we're being innovative, and we're creating, and we're developing, but effective time management, there's always more that can be done. What would you say is how we can help actually improve some of our time management and just get more done and not feel so overwhelmed?
Well, what we're up against in the competitive landscape is all of our competitors are using tools and things to optimize their processes. So it's kind of one of those things where we all have to now step up to that level of efficiency. And that's why I feel that software is so important. Having a smartphone is great because you have all that access to that information right there wherever you are. And having a good management software is really important.
You mentioned the competitive nature of small business entrepreneurship. What do you love the most about being an entrepreneur, Dave? And why do you think that being having an entrepreneurial spirit is important?
That really goes all the way back to the beginning, the founding of America. People came here because they wanted freedom to do what they wanted to do and build whatever lifestyle dreams that they had. And that's what we're able to do. When we run a business, it's all about the effort that we put in. And the more effort we put in, the better we're going to do. So that's why we in America, we've been able to invent so many things over the years because we've had that freedom and people have been able to do what they love. And I always feel that if you do what you love, you'll always love what you do.
It is. And you see that there's all this freedom. We get to do what we love. We take our passion. So why is it so challenging then, Dave, to run a small business?
Well, the challenges include managing people, whether it's your staff or your customers. And so it's important to be able to understand what your filters are for your business, what types of behaviors you're going to allow and what you're not. So that applies to both your customers and your staff. So having a very clear-cut understanding of where you're trying to go with your business is very important. That's probably one of the number one things I would recommend.
All right.
I remember, very early on in the Experience Pros days, we had a business coach and he was all about processes and systems. And Dave, you've got an incredible software system for small business. We had no processes. We had no system.
We had them.
They were all in our heads.
They were in our heads.
They were just in our heads. Like we just knew how we wanted to do it and we would just do it and we would go out and if it felt right or if we had enough time, we would just do it. And I know a lot of people start out that way. How do you go from just kind of running it all from in your head and having everything in your head and you're the only person that knows everything about your business to transferring that into a culture and helping other people? Like, what are some things we should start with and implementing when it comes to adding new processes?
I've got a trick for you.
Okay.
So I've started a number of different businesses, and over the time of doing that, what I've discovered is you do have to go through a period of just throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. So I think that's part of the evolutionary process of starting a business. But the trick that I found is once you hire your first employee, every time you give them instructions, you ask them to write that down into a standard operating procedure for your business.
Oh.
Wow.
So what's interesting about that is if you were to sit down and write it yourself, first of all, we all know we're too busy. We're not going to have the time to do that.
Right.
But you always seem to have time to tell your first employee, hey, I need you to get this done. But the second thing that does for you is that they write it in their own words, in their own language. So then if they ever leave the company or you ever hire a second person, it's going to be in a more natural language that that second person is going to understand.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, it's a game changer right there.
That is brilliant because, our words, our language, it doesn't always translate because, we grew in the business and we had a lot of assumptions, right?
Exactly.
Okay, but Dave, hold on. I'm going to throw a wrench into this thing. Is it ever possible you tell the employee what you want them to do and then you ask them to write it down and what they write down is not at all what you told them?
See, that's the key to the whole thing. Communication is so important, right? And verbal communication has its flaws. But when you have somebody write that down, that gives you a checkpoint where you can go back and read their understanding of the instructions you gave to them. So it's a real good coaching point. If there is a miscommunication, you guys can both be on the same page.
I love this. All right. Now, there's a lot of redundancies. There's a lot of things we do over and over again. Can we talk a little bit about some things we can automate?
Oh, absolutely. It's important to have like a CRM, like a customer retention management system, so that you are able to track those people that you've met with and make sure that they're receiving the materials that you want them to receive in a scheduled manner, whether those are emails, phone calls, postcards, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you have that process in place so that you know that if you meet 10 people, there's going to be a certain process that all 10 of those people are going to go through so that they get educated about your company and what you do.
That's smart.
Well, I'll tell you what, our CRM used to be originally, I had a folder for every client. And I had a little sticky note on the outside of that folder for all the, different communication and what needed to happen next.
And then she had a filing system.
And I had I got to have way too many folders.
Alphabetical.
So then I put it into an Excel spreadsheet, right? So I could keep track of it all in an Excel spreadsheet. Yep. We did that for years, but as our company grew, like I would have conversations with somebody, Eric might have, communication, somebody else might have, and none of us were jiving together. And we shopped around for a really just a user-friendly. I am not a techie girl. It needs to look pretty. It needs to be super user-friendly. Eric didn't mind the whole HTML and code and I don't know, webby, geeky stuff, but that didn't work for me. And since I was the one kind of mostly doing all the people side of it, when we discovered All Pro Web Tools, you changed our world,
Absolutely.
Dave Kramer. It is the easiest tool, a CRM, and it is an all-in-one. There's more to it. We're learning all the time, all the fun new things that we can do with it. It is so affordable, and I know that anybody listening, you'll give them a free demo to use the All Pro Web Tools. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
How do they do that?
They can just give us a call, 970-612-1515.
970-612-1515 works all over wherever there's the internet. So if you're in Texas listening to this, if you're in Florida dealing with armadillos, it doesn't matter. You can still dial that number, 970-612-1515, or check them out at allprowebtools.com, right?
Yep.
That's it.
All right, Dave, anything else you want our listeners to know today just about being more effective with their time management?
Well, I would say don't give up. Keep going, keep pushing, keep fighting the good fight, because being an entrepreneur, once you do that, you can never go back to a regular job.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. It is worth it. It is a lot of work, but there's a lot of rewards, a lot of challenges. And if you're feeling stressed and you're feeling burnt out and you're feeling like you're wearing too many hats, there's a resource out there, and it's All Pro Web Tools. There's a lot of different things that you can do to take that stress off of you and your staff. Give that phone number again, Dave.
970-612-1515.
There you have it. Dave Kramer, the founder and CEO over at All Pro Web Tools, allprowebtools.com. Dave, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
You bet. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. If you're lacking a little confidence, if you feel a little self-doubt, we got you covered. We're going to give you guaranteed ways to boost that confidence level right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FAN-BRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I don't know.
You seem a little down, little blue, little something.
I don't know. I just don't feel very good about myself today.
Well, stop it.
What?
Stop it. Here's the thing. You know, I mean, we all have those moments of doubt, right? We all have those days where somebody or something, just kind of, I don't know, just kind of got under your skin and got into your juju.
I looked in the mirror.
Right? No, stop that.
The belly.
Stop that.
It jiggled.
Okay. All right. Here's the thing. No one is stopping you from accomplishing anything that you want to do. The only person stopping you is you. And all that self-doubt, all that negative talk, there's something about yourself that you don't like. You can change it. You have every power, everything that you've got within you. And here's the thing, you see successful people and they seem to just exude confidence, right? It's obvious that they believe in themselves and they believe in what they're doing. But here's the thing. It's not their success that made them confident.
It's not?
The confidence was there first. Now, you have some confidence, you have little success. It gives you more confidence to have even more success. And the confidence then kind of breeds more and more success.
Been working out for a year and a half. Look at the gun.
But you have to have a little bit. You have to have a little bit of confidence to start about it. Here's the thing. Doubt breeds doubt, right?
Yeah.
I had a fun little quote I wrote down yesterday. Doubt will take you out of action, and action will take you out of doubt.
Boom.
If you're in doubt, what you need is action, right? Go work out. Go do something. Make yourself a salad. For the love of God, go have a salad. All right. It takes confidence to reach new challenges, and unconfident people often feel at the mercy of external circumstances.
But you're not at the mercy of external circumstances. You're at the root of the problem. So take an honest look at yourself, folks.
And so here's some strategies to help get you there. And, we all have our days, right? Our moments. And sometimes it's just kind of nice to kind of eat a pint of chocolate ice cream and watch a sappy movie.
That's how I got the jiggly belly.
But then you bounce out of that, right? You probably even have to have a venting partner, a safe place to just be true and authentic, especially if you're in the limelight a lot or you've got a lot of people around you and you are the leader of the group. Yeah. You can't express your frustration to them, but sometimes you have some, and you need to have a safe space for sharing those.
Legendary football coach Johnny Unitas says this. He says there's a difference between conceit and confidence. Conceit, that's just bragging about yourself. We do not have a conceit-filled show. When we have Fan Braggin Fridays, we brag about others. Confidence means you believe that you can get the job done. In other words, confidence is earned through the hard work. Confident people are self-aware. And when your confidence exceeds your abilities, you've crossed the line into arrogance. You need to know the difference.
Here's the thing. True confidence is firmly planted in reality.
Right.
To grow your confidence, you need an honest and accurate assessment of your abilities, right? You know what you're capable of. But don't let the doubt get in and say, well, you've never done this before. You don't have the skills. Who do you think you are? You have the skills. You have the ability. You have the resources. It's all around us. We have the internet, for goodness sakes. We can learn anything. If we ignore our weaknesses or pretend that they are strengths, it's not going to make them go away.
Right.
But you can overcome them. So you need to have a clear understanding of your strength so that when somebody does kind of shake you off and kind of, I don't know, ruffle your feathers a little bit. You know what? I've done this. I've been here. I've built a business. I've hired people. I've created revenue. I've sold something. I've sold it once. I could sell it again. I can get up. I can take a negative situation and turn it around into something positive. There's so much that you have done, and you have so many more strengths that often we don't even, I think we just dismiss the strengths that we bring to the table.
Indeed. Learn the fine art of how to say no without really saying no. You can find a way to say no by saying yes, but here's the truth. Research conducted at the University of California in San Francisco shows the more difficulty that you have in saying no, the more likely you're to experience stress, burnout, depression, all of which erode confidence.
Do you ever have people around you that just kind of suck the life right out of you?
Maybe.
Many people, probably maybe even relatives or people you work very closely with, or, people that are neighbors. And so you're super friendly, but there's just something about the conversation, the activities they participate in, the way they make you feel that you have to say no to being around them, to putting yourself in that situation and hanging out with them. You can't avoid hanging out with them at work, but that doesn't mean you have to go out with them after work and
Correct.
hang out with them, right? You don't have to do things outside of the office. You don't have to lunch with them. You don't have to meet them early for breakfast. There are a lot of instances where you say no really will protect yourself, and you will feel far more confident because they make you feel like a little gnat. And so those are the things, the people and the situations that you just have to remove yourself from. And it's scary because you're leaving other people. I have a situation where I walked away from it because it was just not in my best interest to hang out there. But there was somebody that stayed. And so to watch them and now to know that they're still in that situation, I can't help them. I helped myself, but you've actually got to be the one that helps yourself.
You bet. Finally, seek out small victories. The road to confidence is paved with, what do you call them? Baby steps.
At Mach speed. That's what we're doing. You are baby steps at Mach speed. We don't have time to let dust grow underneath us. We've got things to do, but we have to take baby steps. It's not a leap and bound to get us to success. It's small victories. You made that phone call. You had that sale. You posted something on social media. Whatever your little victories are, celebrate them because there is greatness in you and you do great things every single day. Don't forget to write them down and notice them.
Absolutely. Thanks to Dr. Travis Bradbury for offering his thoughts that inspired this conversation over there at LinkedIn. He did a great job with this article. And there's, of course, much more to his article, so you can search him out at Dr. Travis Bradbury on LinkedIn. Now we have to take a quick top-of-the-hour station ID, get the news, do all those house cleaning types of things. But we have a whole nother hour of positive business talk to go. So please don't go away. In fact, you know what I'm going to say. Turn up the volume and do business with the people who do business with the pros. That's how we get to stay on the air. And we sure appreciate you for staying with us over this break.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
SquareTrade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with one claim compared to Asurion total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your new smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Aberneth, and I founded SquareTrade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to a $199 deductible when you break your phone. SquareTrade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. We can save you over $240. And switching to SquareTrade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to SquareTrade now and save over $240. Visit squaretrade.com. That's squaretrade.com.
SquareTrade. KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at klz560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Chris Barnes. The FBI director talks about the threat from ISIS.
ISIL is not your parents' Al-Qaeda.
James Comey telling CNN the U.S. faces a more challenging threat from ISIS than it does from Al-Qaeda.
Well, it's currently the threat that we're worrying about in the homeland most of all. ISIL is buzzing on your hip, right? That message is being pushed all day long. And if you want to talk to a terrorist, they're right there on Twitter direct messaging for you to communicate with.
Republican Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger responding to Comey's comments, telling Fox News,
"We've got to think in a 21st century way. And frankly, the President of the United States, I'm getting really tired of this kind of tiptoeing around what the real issue is."
Kinzinger saying it's time for President Obama to step up and take a stand against ISIS. Kinzinger saying if a proper strategy was developed by the president, Republicans would certainly support it. As a hearing is still going on that legislation, the White House already threatening to veto a House GOP bill to crack down on sanctuary cities that shield residents from federal immigration authorities. An administration statement saying the legislation being voted on today would threaten civil rights by allowing law enforcement to gather immigration status information from any person at any time. Republicans championing that bill after the shooting death of a San Francisco woman shot by a repeat illegal immigrant. He'd been deported 5 times. Republican candidate and Senator Lindsey Graham appears in a video to respond to Donald Trump giving out his cell phone number. Oh, here's that story from the Blaze Radio's Tom Peace.
The minute-long video shows the South Carolina Republican dropping a cell phone in a blender, broiling one in a toaster, and even smacking one with a golf club. Finally, after dropping a cell phone from the roof of a building, Graham says,
"Or if all else fails, you can always give your number to the Donald."
This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver. Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Once again, driverless cars making news.
Do you feel okay with the driverless car? How do you feel about that?
Well, okay or not, here they come is kind of the way that I feel.
Right. You know, it's very sci-fi to think about that you could be in a car and not have to control it, but gosh, these days with everybody so distracted with their driving and really not paying attention to driving, we're very dangerous behind the wheel.
Yeah, we are getting more and more dangerous behind the wheel. And so out there, and I don't know if our friend Michael Russo is, actually, I'm pretty sure he's still sleeping right now. He lives in Adelaide, Australia, and his hometown is the next up in the opportunity to participate in a driverless car trial brought to you by the fine folks over at Volvo.
Have you been in a car that does the auto parking?
I've never been in that. No. No,
I think that would be
want
pretty
to.
wild.
I want to experience that because it makes no sense to me at all about the that Ford does that, and that's what it sounds like in my head.
But yeah, no, it's
Have you done
no,
it?
but I think it would be awesome.
Yeah.
I just think it would be awesome. I mean, I don't have to parallel park very often, so I'm not. I'm always really nervous when I have to do it. And I'm so excited when I get it on the first try because it rarely happens.
Right.
Like I rarely parallel park. So like the fact that I pull up somewhere and I can actually do it, yay! And then there's the times I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to be able to get this in there.
No, that's
like
why
if you mess it
hand
up
me
the
a
one
$20
time.
bill and say, get me as close as you can.
I know I do that when we go downtown. I'm like, just pull into a parking lot, please.
Swedish automaker Volvo is going to be presenting a driverless XC90 SUV. That's a brand new crossover there, equipped with a technology that it calls IntelliSafe Assist. Car is going to make use of various functions, including lane keeping aid, distance alert, speed limiter function, in order to be operated hands-free in a controlled environment. So they're going to be doing trials on November 7th and 8th, and it's kind of cool because it's coming, folks. We're going to be moving into the Jetsons zone. I don't remember, there was a movie, maybe Will Smith might have been in it with driverless cars, and I'm telling you, it's coming. So you're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to, but I think, like you said, I think it's going to be a good thing.
It is a good thing. Again, we are so distracted these days with driving that it's just nice to know that the car has some safety features in it. Yeah. Friend of mine yesterday, awful day for my friend.
Oh, I'm so sorry for that too.
And his wife was in a car accident, head-on.
Wife and child.
Head-on collision. They actually walked away, which is amazing.
Thank God.
Another friend recently was rear-ended.
Yeah.
And she's not doing as well.
Right.
Just the thing with the cars. I mean, these things are big machines, and it's really incredible to see how the car makers are coming together to say, how can we just make this safer?
Right.
Every day. How do we keep people alive?
Well,
and I think that is just that's pretty awesome. It is cool, and it's Jetsony, and it's kind of freaky, but the core of it, the heart of it,
by safety.
How do we keep you alive?
Yeah, that's it.
And I love that.
Volvo, of course, has a huge record and reputation for being the safest automaker out there. Their plan is to have more than 100 autonomous vehicles on the road in the homeland of Sweden by 2017.
And the core of it,
yeah.
The core of it is because they want you to survive.
That's right.
There are people who love you and need you, and losing a loved one in a car accident is devastating.
Yeah, it really is. All right. Hey, when we come back, we've got Positive Business Talk, of course, always here. We're going to talk about Facebook native video. Interested? We'll talk about that on the other side of these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom-matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With Availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
Are you providing benefits for your employees? There are many ways to help them and also help yourself using tax-deferred plans, executive bonuses, and the like. Talk about it with someone you trust. Call me today, and let's explore what is the best answer for you. 720-356-6474. 720-356-6474. This is Jim Smith with Prudential. Tune in every Monday morning for more tips at 11:35 right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Let's talk about advertising. It's a key element for growing your company and making sure people are aware of your brand. If you're going to put a half-page ad into a magazine with 60,000 in circulation, it'll cost about $1,500, and you get to be in front of your target audience. If you're going to attend a big trade show, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to interact with potential clients. If you're going to sponsor a foursome in a golf tournament, you're going to spend about $1,500, and you get to support your favorite charity. At Experience Pros, $1,500 goes a long ways. You get an entire year of membership with business networking, online customizable listing, featured ads, 3 radio spots during the year, speaking opportunities, sponsorship options, and more. Sign up today at experiencepros.com.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today, csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Dana Lash, 6 to 9 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Hey, video seems to be all the rage. We've been talking about it for several years. The video is, YouTube is the number 2 most popular search engine out there, right?
Right.
It is. You're right. Things are changing. Facebook is giving the Google a run for their money.
Well, it used to be if you posted a video and you had it on YouTube, that's where it was.
Right.
And so if you shared it anywhere, all the links went back to you watched it on YouTube, right? If you shared it on Twitter, it went over to YouTube. If you shared it on Facebook, you went over to YouTube. But now with the social media, I don't know, it keeps improving. Right now, you can embed those videos right into Twitter so people can watch it right on Twitter, right into Facebook. People can watch it right on Facebook. We actually have a video that we put out just a couple of days ago. I was looking at it. And it has 1,000 people have seen this video.
Right.
And I'm thinking, that's kind of impressive that, when you talk about some of the links you put out in the post and the engagement that you get. And, if I look at a lot of the engagement that we get, just to kind of, I don't know, just to give you a frame of reference, I'm going to pull up the Experience Pros Facebook wall right now. And just to kind of give you some insights as to the kind of, just the difference between a photo and the video. And so 208 people were reached with the post. Another one, I did an invitation just a couple hours ago or an hour ago, 148 people reached. And so, we were talking, a few hundred people in most of this stuff. But then here comes this video and 1,000 people have seen this video. It's only been out for a couple of days. And so the value of that, because it starts to play in everybody's feed as they're scrolling through. One we just did yesterday, 801 people have been reached in something that we just posted yesterday. And we don't have a huge Facebook following, surprisingly enough. I know it's always kind of surprising to me, but our posts have reached 3,566 people this week. And our number of fans is, if I will scroll up, 2,703.
Wow. All right. Well,
so even if it really doesn't matter how many fans, because it's scrolling around and people can share it, and that's what they do with these videos. It makes it easier for friends of friends. So even if they're not fans on your business page, it's okay, because we talk about our Frank circle, right? That sphere of influence. And everybody who sees it, if they like and comment and share, now you're reaching out to the friends of the friends, which is really the layer that you want to get to.
It really is. And so Facebook native video, that is to say, don't stop posting to YouTube, but post also to Facebook. There's some really great stuff. Here's some benefits to posting and using that Facebook native video. First of all, you get to use a preview long form content. If you have a long video you plan to share, choose a highlight to use as a preview to post on Facebook. This little chunk of video gives your audience a taste of what they'll get in the complete video.
It's like with the movies.
Yeah.
It's like a trailer for your video. Who would have ever thought, okay, let's do a 15, 30-second little trailer for our longer video. Your video might only be 5 minutes long or 10 minutes long or whatever, but to have a little trailer for it, that's brilliant.
It really is. It really is. You get to share daily tips, tactics, and advice. This is what we're doing with our Positive Business Talk series, right? It's just 2-minute business tips. And like you said, it's kind of the cliff notes to whatever's going on in our world today. Right?
Absolutely. And so when we talked about yesterday, we talked about blogs, right? And the how-tos and the editorials, kind of your opinion on. People eat that stuff up. And yes, you can write about it. But how fun is it to also have the video of it where people get to build that relationship with you as the human being, because it's your eyeballs that they're looking at.
Yeah. Facebook, of course, integrates perfectly with your cell phone. Doesn't matter whether it's an Android or an Apple product. The fact of the matter is you can shoot videos on location right there, record them on there, one push, boom, and it uploads straight up to Facebook. At this point, native video does not have the streaming capabilities of like something like Periscope or Meerkat, but I would say stick around. I'm sure they're working on something like that. You can actually answer audience questions, create a more engaging experience for your Facebook audience by answering their questions in a video and posting it directly to Facebook.
I've actually seen some fun stuff, some different people that have done stuff like that. And, how fun is that to submit your question and have the host actually read it out loud and answer it out loud?
Absolutely.
And you'll share that with your friends. You say, hey, they answered my question.
Yep. You can create those brief explainer videos, those short videos. They work very well on Facebook. Think of how average Facebook users consume the content on the platform. They keep scrolling until something of interest catches their eye and gets them to stop, right?
Yep.
A 45 to 90-second explainer video, wow, you're going to catch them and make them stop.
And that's the thing, right? We're trying to get them to pause, to stop, to slow down, to check you out, because there's so much that they're scrolling through. You're competing against a lot of good stuff out there.
Now, I'm a little nervous about bringing this next point because I fear that it could very easily be overused to the point of abuse.
Okay.
You ready?
You shouldn't take your shirt off.
No. That, by the way, has received unbelievable amounts of conversation. We should probably just move on. Facebook is moving more and more to an image and video based. That those videos are going to be seen more in the stream.
More videos, more pictures. I mean, they know that's what people want to look at. They want to look at the pretty pictures.
And as members of the small business community who went out and got our Facebook pages, and then they've changed the rules over and over and over again, so fewer and fewer people are actually seeing, even if they like your Facebook page, they're never seeing your content unless they go to the page every day. They have to manually go there. So Facebook's answer to that is, well, purchase an ad, right? Go ahead and purchase an ad.
Yep. It's all paid for.
And it's fine. An ad is a good way to do that. And by the way, it's the least expensive, most bang for your buck kind of ad that you can have. However, you can create a Facebook native video that is an ad for your business.
What?
Right? The advertising platform provides marketers to generate ads, but you can also do that in a video. You can promote and advertise your book, product, service in a video.
Well, that just makes good sense, actually. I mean, think about, if you got something to sell, and we all do,
Right.
to make a fun video for it, of course, it's like you make your own little commercials, right? You don't have to wait for the Super Bowl.
You don't have to wait for the Super Bowl. By the way, thank you for voting for us every single day for the Super Bowl competition that we are involved in with QuickBooks and Intuit. Yeah, there's lots of things. By the way, final thing, you can build a playlist.
A playlist?
Yes. We have a playlist. Check it out on Experience Pros at Facebook. So you go to facebook.com/Experience Pros and click on the videos tab, and you'll see our playlist for the 2-minute biz tips that we do called Positive Business Talk.
Now we have a playlist. How fun is that?
Right?
I like that. And it's all right there.
It is. It's quick and easy.
Facebook is, for as many people who seem to be thinking, okay, Facebook is going to go away, right? Because there's so many other mediums coming up.
Sure.
And, but they keep reinventing themselves. They keep staying relevant. They continue to stay current, which continues to help us all stay connected to people all over the world, which I love. I love being connected. I love the value of staying connected with people, even if we don't run into them. Maybe they're not local. Maybe, because our lives are so active. And we think that, well, it's just taken away from human interaction. But I actually feel like when I do run into you, we don't have to spend 20 minutes playing catch up. What have you been up to? Because I know.
Right.
And now we can just talk about it. And it's super fun. And rather than, well, this happened to me, I'm like, I know, I saw it. And I saw your daughter walk for the first time. And I saw the promotion you got. And I saw that great opportunity and that award. And we've seen it. And I just think it's a great way to stay connected with people.
Absolutely. So there you have it. Facebook native video. 2 thumbs up from the Experience Pros. We must take a quick commercial break. When we come back, business tips and insights, of course, brought to you always by RMK Cartridge. RMK Cartridge, putting the color back into your life, one cartridge or ink and toner cartridge at a time.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train it the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Edgetronics wants you to be happy with your business phone system. Get your phones to work for you, not against you. The friendly folks at Edgetronics can help you plan ahead to keep your business operating when there may be a phone system outage. They offer solutions with VoIP, non-VoIP, and hybrid telephone systems. Upgrade to the system with features that will meet your company's growing needs. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. No business is too small or too large, and the customer service at Edgetronics will make you smile. Call now, 303-766-1699, or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch. I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today, 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 1000-20432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Meisner, New York Times bestselling author and founder of BNI, the world's largest networking organization. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, the #1 best positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
I wonder if these folks over at Ace of Base are driving around in those Volvos in Sweden without driving, just driverless cars.
Well, and seeing signs.
Yeah,
Maybe big printed signs.
maybe. Who helps people print signs?
Well, if you're going to print anything, you need some ink and toner in that printer, and that comes from our friends over at RMK Cartridge.
Oh, it's funny you should mention that. I seem to have Matt Skinner on the phone. Matt, how you doing, buddy?
Doing all right, yourselves?
We're doing fantastic. Thank you so much for calling in. It's time for business tips and insights, and RMK Cartridge has been giving it up ever since we started this show 6.5 years ago. Matt, what are we talking about today?
I probably have to say, just don't take yourself too seriously.
So what's going on over at RMK? What made you think about that?
Just, people get so stressed out all the time. They're always doing something, and, they get so wound up and it doesn't accomplish anything. So it's like, take a breath, relax. It's not the end of the world.
Nothing bad happened?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
No. It is funny, the things that will get people all twisted, right? I mean, their face, and you're like, chill, person.
Right?
Like, it's okay. And it's right. Nothing really bad is happening, but it's almost like it's just that last straw, right, Matt?
Oh, absolutely. It's, people get all wound up when they run out of ink and toner because they didn't have a backup.
Oh.
So,
Well, there's an easy fix to that.
Get a backup.
There is an easy fix to that.
Right?
But now it's your problem, right, Matt?
Yeah, that's not the easiest fix for everybody. So.
No.
All right, so don't take yourself too seriously. I think I actually have mastered this this business tip.
You have mastered it?
I was the one who took my shirt off in the studio a couple of days ago.
Yeah, that's true. He did take his shirt off, but it is true. I think that sometimes we do. We just need to breathe, relax, know that this isn't the end of the world. I have a cousin who has the phrase, it could be worse. It's always worse at sea, or something like that. If you're freaking out over something, she's like, it could be worse at sea. Oh. And I never knew what that meant, but she just says it, and it just kind of makes you pause to go, all right, somewhere somebody else is having a way worse day than I am, and for real. Like this is like seriously first world problems kind of stuff. You ran out of ink and toner. Okay, so call RMK. Have them bring you a new one. It's gonna be okay, right?
Absolutely. And that's not the same that my dad would say. It was a whole lot different.
Yeah. Got to keep this a family show, brother. Hey, God bless the old goat. We love him. We miss him. Matt, what's a phone number where people can call and get, take care of those issues that they have?
Absolutely. You can always give us a call at 303-781-2076. or you can find us on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Got a brick and mortar somewhere in the city too, don't you?
Yeah, it's located at 5176 South Broadway, which is at the southeast corner of Bellevue and Broadway. And always like to have people stop in and take a look around, see what we do.
You know, it is super convenient no matter where you are in the city to get to our MK cartridge, or you can call them 303-781-2076 because they'll often deliver for you. But it is a good idea. You should have a backup of your ink and toner cartridges because that's the kind of thing you don't want to run out of. The whole production stops in the office. And if you want to, you know, and I think a lot of times people think, well, you know, I don't want to spend the extra money to have something that's just sitting on the shelf. Well, when you do business with our MK cartridge, far more affordable than any other place in town to buy your ink and toner cartridges. You're going to want to have lots of backups. Again, 303-781-2076. Well, we hope we don't take you too seriously today, Matt. We love having you.
Well, thank you very much, and I hope you guys have just a marvelous rest of your afternoon.
We cannot help it because we've spoken with you. Matt, thanks again. Have a great rest of the day.
Hey, thanks, guys.
All right, folks, when we come back, you know, we've been kind of starting to see a theme here. We've been talking a little bit about automation and technology. Dave Kramer came on the show. We're talking about driverless cars. You start to see the theme?
Kind of, yeah.
We're going to carry it on. What do your salespeople do in the age of automation?
Oh, how do they stay relevant? Do we even need salespeople anymore, right? Because I can go online, I can click a button.
That's it. It's just a web page. Don't worry. Sales folks, turn it up. We're coming back with the answer after this.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You, my friend, are in need of professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
At highway speeds, the average text takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. That's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Stop texts, stopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you with us. Gosh, this song brings back all kinds of memories. Weird science.
Yeah, it was just a fun era, right? A fun time when that all came out. But here's the thing.
Oh, it's real.
It is, yeah. Now it is all about science and technology and automation and processes and smartphones and everything at the push of a button. And these days, talking about staying relevant, we all are very concerned. Customers can shop around, they can price check us, they can find out. In fact, they probably know more about our own business than we do in many cases. And so how relevant is still the need to have traditional salespeople when everything is so automated and they can go online and just buy with the click of a button?
Well, speaking of online, I found a fantastic article online over at fastcompany.com written by Clara C., who says this. She says, computers may be able to replace routine tasks, but customers still want to do business with a real live person. And then she follows it up with survival of the fittest. As we enter a new age of automation, where one technology and society are evolving faster than many other organizations can adapt, Darwin's words perhaps never have resonated more clearly.
Oh?
Are you the fittest?
Okay, so do you remember a few years ago, it was all about automation, right? And we had banks, with their tellers. And so they were eliminating all their bank tellers because you could just do it automated. And they only had one or two. In fact, a lot of banks still only have one or two tellers in the bank. They want you to all go through the automated system. And then the grocery stores all added in the self-checkouts.
Right.
And thinking that was going to be the wave, right? Everybody's going to do it themselves. Well, I don't know if it was just too soon because the technology was just a little too glitchy or not as user-friendly as it seems to be now. But people didn't really, the consumers didn't really jump onto that.
No, they didn't. And ultimately, the key point is this: consumers, even big business consumers, are still people. And people like to do business with other people. Especially true in a B2B sales situation where products and services can get costly or complex. And decision makers need answers to the questions that automation doesn't necessarily do. So how do salespeople today justify their value and avoid getting replaced by a website, an automated chat feature, or worse yet, a banner ad?
Which is so, I think there's only one website online that I love to use that is just all automated. I can go there, I shop and ship, and it's delivered and all of that. But for the most part, it's still not my first go-to place, though, for thinking of where do I want to buy something from.
Yeah.
Even though it's super easy.
Sure.
Love using it. Love this, there's pretty much only one time I've had great luck with it, doing the whole thing online. But yet it still isn't what I naturally think of the first
more and more things are shifting, but don't fear that we're still people. We're still people, and we have to have an interaction with the people. So, number one, shift your mindset, sales folk. Your customer base is no longer one size fits all. Your customers have unique goals, preferences, and likes that all affect their buying decisions. Digital technology plays a key role in how they access and consume products and services. Therefore, sales-based organizations need to shift from standard business models and lean toward a digital mindset but also have that personal touch.
And we try to do, even here at Experience Pros,
Sure.
we did a big shift over to everything. You could sign up and get everything online.
You bet. You can become a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory without ever having to talk to somebody at the beginning.
Right, just to get yourself through the initial start process. And there are people that really wanted that. You can do that at 2:00 in the morning or outside of traditional office hours or on the weekend. But there's still a very strong element of a human being that then walks them through and greets them and takes them through it. And so it's a combination of, yes, I can get it started on my own after hours. I don't have to do it during traditional hours when I'm swamped. But to take me through the process and to create that whole experience, there is still a human being that I know will answer my phone.
Absolutely. Second of all, provide multiple touch points across the social, mobile, and web platforms. Potential pitfalls associated with a static website are only matched by the seemingly endless frustrations of a website that doesn't easily load onto a mobile device, right? So make sure that you are providing an interactive opportunity and put points. When we went to All Pro Web Tools and the CRM and that customer retention or relationship manager, we, and especially you, Angel, said, we don't want to automate everything. We're not going to become a company of nothing but email technology and touch points. You drop a couple of emails, and then you pick up the phone or you meet with somebody.
You combine it. I think there's an element of the email technology and the automation, but it is still, people still do business with people.
That's it. Third thing is use technology to free up the time so that you can focus on what you do best. Salespeople, you know what you do best, right?
Well, and there is an element of maybe you do have to automate some stuff or send out things through technology, those follow-ups or some instructions, directions, things like that. And so it's nice that you can just with a push of a button have something, a template, an email that already goes out to say, here's the information that you're looking for in one easy to find spot. And that does free up the time so that you can actually become more efficient in engaging with customers and prospects.
Providing that advice about the product or service that you do so well. That's really the strength of you is a salesperson isn't really there to make the sale as much as they are to provide the answers to the client's questions to move them closer to the need that they already have. And finally, use your uniqueness to your advantage. Gone are the days of the 2-hour lunch meetings. Today's reps will need to play to the traits that make them uniquely human, trustworthy, being having the ability to relate to customers, get on a personal level.
It's so funny, the 2-hour lunch meeting.
Yeah.
We've had to really, I was thinking, when was the last time we spent 2 hours
I
doing
inhaled
anything,
lunch in 14 minutes yesterday while you were getting your haircut.
I was gone for 45 minutes.
Yeah. I had to drive to go get the lunch.
Oh, yeah. You didn't have to rush it.
No.
But we do. We rush through everything these days, right? Coffee meetings used to be an hour. Now we pushed it back to 45 minutes so we can, get to the next one. Things are happening faster, and it's okay. People have a lot to do, and we have to be super respectful of their time. And I think that's the thing that salespeople have to be most sensitive to, is not consuming somebody's time too much in order to walk them through the process, but also not too little, so that you don't feel like you're wasting their time. They still want to hear from you. They want to see you. Drop in, pick up a phone call. In fact, we went to an appreciation marketing workshop yesterday, and we took the appreciation challenge.
Yep.
And the appreciation challenge is to send 2 cards every day.
Note cards.
For a month. And make 1 phone call. And this phone call, you talk about building relationships with your clients.
Right.
How often are they hearing from you outside of the sale? This is where no matter how much you automate, you cannot replace the power of that human interaction.
Agreed.
And so if we can automate the entire sales process, right? You can log in, you can get your own password, you can buy your own thing, put in everything like that can be automated. But what you can't change is that relationship, or you can't automate that relationship. And so in this appreciation marketing challenge, it's every day. Think about that. 3 people that are hearing from you in a really authentic and genuine way of saying, I was just thinking about you. I appreciate you. I'm here if you need anything. And I value our relationship.
Noticeably missing are any kinds of sales pitch or a PS. We grow by referrals.
ick.
Right.
Right. And so if you take that challenge every single day, no matter how automated, how much technology your business is doing, you're still going to grow those relationships. And on average, about 20 business days, that's 60 people in a month that are feeling encouraged by you.
That's amazing. All right, so there you have it. Great story over at Fast Company. Thank you very much to Clara C., who is the CEO and founder of Hearsay Social, and gave us the inspiration for this conversation. Hey, listen, this is a math problem for you here, but it's not really a problem because we're going to solve it for you on the other side of this this commercial break. Happy equals productive. That's your math problem. When we come back, we'll talk about 5 ways to keep your employees happy.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers, we can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in. All your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Don't get stressed when your car gets damaged. Just call the doctor. Bumper Doc Denver can restore your car to mint condition. Whether it's hail damage, bumper dings, or carburst garage, Bumper Doc Denver can get you back in your car and on the road quickly. They can also process your claim. Bumper Doc's experts work with all insurance companies. Estimates are free. At Bumper Doc Denver, you always come first. Visit bumperdocdenver.com or call today 303-369-7292. That's 303-369-7292.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experienced Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Braggin Friday. The Experienced Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
The Dana Show, 6 p.m. weekdays on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Special shout out to those people who are watching this live on video at youtube.com/Experienced Pros. We appreciate you for tuning in. Hey, you've heard the phrase "happy wife, happy life," right?
We live by that at my house.
Yeah, I'm sure we do. We live by that here at Experience Pros as well. But there's also another phrase: happy employees, productive company. So let's talk about how to keep your employees happy.
All right. Yes, because it is, the first line of customer you have is your employees. You can't have people that offer happy customer service if they're not happy themselves.
Indeed.
And this is tricky because these are people you spend a lot of time with.
Well, and the times are changing. I mean, if you think about it, you got midnight emails, you got dinner time or weekend conference calls, you got projects finishing up in the wee hours of the morning. No one is working the 9 to 5 anymore.
Nope, not you and not your employees. You are spending a lot of time with them, and I think there's a lot of elements where you just kind of start to, you don't appreciate them because you see them so often.
Right. Well, Staples did a survey. I was waiting for you to. Let me see if I teed it up for you. Staples did a survey.
That was easy?
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm like, shoot. When he does that to me, he's like, yesterday we're sitting at a conference and somebody asked for something. He's like, say it. Tell them.
You raised your hand.
Before that.
You hit your hand in the air and I said, go get it.
Before that, you even said.
Because you know the answer, Angel Tussey.
And so do you, Eric Kramer.
But it's so much better.
So then he's like, Angel. So then later on, and I didn't say anything because now, even if I had something, like, well, I don't know what it was he wanted me to say.
There's a bunny trail.
So then later on, I was gonna raise my hand.
She did raise her hand.
I did. I kind of did a little.
Like, get it.
I'm like, do what? Like, what do you want?
Don't get off the track. Just go get it. Whatever that motion was. Yes, I support that. Go.
But that right there totally derails me.
I know why. We digress.
I'm easily derailed.
Employees need to be happy. We'll talk about derailing the boss later. Hours aren't everything. You want to keep your employees happy? Stop worrying about those quote unquote normal hours.
Well, I wouldn't even know what normal hours were anymore. Yeah. Luckily, I've got a whole team of people that get that as well. Yep. There are days we're done here at 3. It doesn't happen nearly as often as we would all like to.
Right.
But when we have these really odd random hours, we all just kind of rise to the occasion. And thank goodness that they don't, that we've got that flexible schedule with our team.
Yes.
And I think that we all need it because flexible scheduling does result in better, more productive work and increased happiness because it doesn't always have to fit in the box. Maybe we can come in a little later. Maybe we can do off on the weekend. Maybe take a day off during the week so we can get
all done okay and fine. And we're going to help add to the happiest workforce ever because we allow that to happen. At least we do here at Experience Pros. And that also comes with the other side of it. Okay, so you took the day off, you took the half day off, whatever, you went out with the kids and did whatever you want to do. That's fine. But when I text you at 6:30 in the morning, I expect a response.
Well, I'm not up.
I know you're not. I don't text you at 6:30 in the morning.
You can text.
Listen.
I'll get it at 8:30.
Here's the second part. Here's the second part to keeping your employees happy. Invest in them. Invest in them. Provide them a wider range of technologies and tools to help them do their jobs better.
Okay, so I think this is probably one of the things that when you see as an acceptable reason that people leave a prior job that's acceptable in the new interview is that my old company didn't have current technology.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work at a place that has stale and old technology. And it is actually one of the most easily acceptable reasons for you to leave your job and go find a new one. And it's accepted. They're like, oh, yeah, we get that. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, you should have left because they're still using typewriters. Oh, sorry, they still use typewriters here. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, when you start telling them that. And so if that's the most easily acceptable excuse for leaving your job, do you really want to be the company who's
not doing it?
Right.
Yeah, no. Okay, so here's a really cool one. I thought this was, you better sit down for this. Encourage breaks. Your employees aren't taking enough breaks, and they should be.
No kidding.
Right?
We need more breaks. We should be taking more breaks. We shouldn't be swallowing our lunch down in 7 minutes while sitting at our desk. We should go outside and sit at the picnic tables, and we should take some time to like enjoy our meal and to walk outside every few hours and get some fresh air. We should do that.
We should do that. Our employees, they do it all the time, but we should do that as well. It's no surprise the unhappiest workers were more likely to feel that they were unable to leave their desks to take a break. That was actually 70% of them, and many happy employees echo the same sentiment.
Yeah, where are you going? Where are you going? What are you going to do? You got work to do. Get back in your seat.
All right. Here's an interesting thing. If you want to keep your employees happy, implement a telecommuting or a flex work policy. If you don't have flex scheduling, consider adding it ASAP. Flexible working has a crucial role in employee happiness, and about 63% of the happiest workers said they were able to either telecommute or flex time work, which is pretty cool.
You know, there are things like for us, we can't really telecommute. You know, a lot of what we have to do is actually at the office, and we're meeting and greeting. We've got people coming in, and so it's harder to offer that telecommuting work policy. However, there are times when there aren't people coming in, and we kind of go home early, or we're going to work at home. I think that knowing that, especially on like when the weather is really awful, you don't have to commit to sitting in traffic for 90 minutes in snowy, icky weather.
Right.
Like that's kind of nice just to know. If the weather's icky, go home early before the storm comes in. If it's awful, come in late and miss that morning rush hour traffic. It's the people that are freaked out. Like I still have to be at the office at 8 a.m.
Right.
Even when there's this horrible weather, that's a stressful environment.
Absolutely.
And is it really worth, is the, risking wrecking your car?
Yeah, let me answer. No, it's not worth it.
And so, I think that's one of the things. We have a really, I don't know what the right word is, but when it snows, our snow day policy, if there's a lot of snow, we're staying home.
Right.
Just period. We're staying home. We can run a replay and everybody can stay warm and cozy right where they are. We do not have to risk that. And so that's our flex work policy.
And there you go. And then the happiest workers have indicated, in fact, up to 74% of them have indicated they like to work in companies with eco-friendly policies. Go green is the final suggestion here on this particular article at bizjournals.com, talking about small changes go a long way, keeping employees happy and loyal. And if you move towards a workforce that works where they want, when they want, so it's crucial to keep them motivated. Go green, or at least make an effort to make a difference.
Instead of having we don't have disposable cups in the office. We have glassware and stemware, and it's prettier to also serve your clients in any ways.
Absolutely.
That's our way of not putting more icky stuff in the landfill.
A happy, motivated employee is a productive employee. And that's the way it goes.
Absolutely. Well, we are taking the Appreciation Challenge, encouraging. We went to the Appreciation Workshop yesterday, hosted by Curtis Lucy. You can pick up a copy of the book, Appreciation Marketing. But taking the Appreciation Marketing Challenge is sending out 2 cards every day and making 1 phone call every single day to somebody and just saying, I was thinking about you. I appreciate you. I value our relationship. And you can send a handwritten note card. You can use an automated note card service. We actually have a couple automated note card services in our directory, the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Ashley Rawls with Blissful Giving. You can go and send a card for free and just check out that service. And also Bridget Aids with AM cards. You can find them both on our Extreme Customer Service Directory and start appreciating people today.
Absolutely. Very, very good. Have you checked out the calendar? We've got a calendar on experiencepros.com, and if you click on the link, you'll find all the cool things that are happening in the Experience Pros Network. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of things happening. We used to say that we had, on average, about 20, 25 events a month. I think we're about ready to blow the lid off of that, and we're averaging more than that now.
Well, we've got some good stuff, too. On Tuesday, Daryl Stern is doing a workshop for all of us on Tuesday. I'm actually trying to pull up the calendar as we speak.
You bet.
But incredible. Do you want to bring your laptop and make sure that your website is actually telling the story that you want to share?
And then next Thursday,
is the Epic Summer Summit on Thursday. You can get your BOGO tickets, buy one, get one, at theconnectingexperts.com.
Absolutely. And that means that tomorrow you can even get your appreciation on steroids. It's Fan Braggin Friday. We invite you to tune in, participate, call 855-FAN-BRAG and tell us who's getting it right in business, because you are the revolution in how we treat people in business. We got to go today, but we'll see you tomorrow for Fan Braggin Friday.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Are you